Welcome to River City Plus, the show after the show. And today I have some creative royalty in the house. I'm going to say that. So we've got Dr. Sean Powell, who has her finger on the pulse of all things film, stage, whatever kind of productions is going on in Jacksonville. She probably knows about it. And we have Zuri, who's the star of their new production from the Ritz Writers. It's called The Land of Flow, hip opera. Is it that?
Yes.
See, I've seen it listed a couple of different ways, but I like that one speaks volumes. So,
Right, it does.
so thanks for hanging out with us today.
No problem.
So I know it's not a problem for you because you are everywhere, plugged into everything. So speaking on that, why don't you inform Jacksonville a little bit about your background and about the creative scene here?
Oh, well, my background is stage plays, film. I started out writing plays, produced them at the Ritz Theater. And I became the first African American female to sell out the Ritz with an original stage play. So they brought me on to help other playwrights and writers to be able to do the same thing. So we created the Ritz Writers. So the Ritz Writers is like a collaboration effort between local writers to create plays and movies and things like that.
How important is it that we have like groups that come together and collab like that? Because the creative scene here in Jacksonville, it just keeps growing, and it's mind-blowing on so many different levels because we've got the 48-hour film festival, LOL Jack's Film Festival, the other film festivals. I mean, we've got blues festivals and then
Right.
everything. So bringing all of that together under one roof, that's got to be a pretty nice feeling.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, and shout out to Adam and Monique, for that 48-hour film and paving the way for a lot of us, but it's very important. There's so much creativity and talent here in Jacksonville, just with independent film, and you can see how that have really blown up, here in Jacksonville. So it's very important.
So you've had many, many productions that we've discussed. So this one, The Land of Flow, a hip opera, is about what?
I'm gonna let Zuri tell you what it's about.
Um, the Land of Flow is about a young rap artist who wants to become the best, and basically she faces some adversity, and she ends up taking a journey through the Land of Flow to go meet the mystical Flowtron to solve all her problems. And along the way, she got some evil forces that are trying to stop her. So she really just trying to get through the Land of Flow and taking a journey through hip hop along the way.
So this is not what I imagined. So this has kind of a kind of Marvel-esque, like superhero vibe. It's like really a journey because in my mind, when I was hearing the title, I was like, okay, so we're just gonna go through and touch on some of the classics and showcase some of that. But oh no, there's like a whole big theme and a meaning behind it. So was this your first big role, first role?
Yeah, it's like my first big play, anything. Like, I haven't really been in any plays or shows or anything. And then on top of that, it being my first, and then I'd be the star. That's just crazy.
So do you rap on the side?
I do.
Oh, okay. So I was like, if she goes in cold, how is that gonna work? She really is gonna be acting. So did you fight for the role, or did she?
It was kind of given to me. It was just like, hey, look, like you fit the description, and you're perfect for it, and you just gonna do it. And I was like, well, dang, you just gonna put me on the spot like that? So I was like, okay, all right, I got it. So I'm figuring it out.
So Dr. Powell, how did you connect with her?
Actually, I met Zuri at the Performance Academy. She one of my acting students. So
So tell people about the Performance Academy. That's a whole nother animal, I know,
whole
right?
other thing. The Performance Academy is an academy that we use art as therapy. So we have lyricism, we have recording arts, we have dance, theater, visual arts, fashion design, singing and songwriting for after school programs.
So it encompasses a whole bunch of different genres, but it's an opportunity for kids to come together and explore some of their creative options on a bunch of different levels. And with that, usually, especially with the performance, like acting and singing, there's usually kind of like a recital at some point where they get to showcase their skills and what they've learned. So your experience at the Performance Academy, did that lay the groundwork for what you did for this play?
I would say definitely. I mean, Dr. Powell was my first theater teacher, like, ever, and I knew I wanted to act and stuff like that. And we did do like some skits and different things, so it prepared me. But also just with being a writer and like a performer, and just performing my other arts and things like that has prepared me somewhat for being on the stage. But acting and doing stuff that's you is a whole different thing.
What do you hope people take away from the experience when they see the play and your performance?
I think that I definitely want people to take away like just appreciation for hip hop in itself, all the generations that have went through it and that it has adapted to. Because I know like sometimes people be like hip hop is this or hip hop is that, but it's a combination of a lot of different things, and I want people to see that. And then me coming up being younger, I just want people to see like younger generation, we still gonna keep up the traditions and things like that.
Ooh, look at that. Deep thoughts from a 16-year-old. Smarter than me. So she gave us a little bit about the breakdown of the play, the nuts and bolts, but what is it from the let's get a little deeper when we're talking about the music genres and the levels that we're following. So she goes in, she's trying to find her voice, basically. How are you making this trail and showcasing 50 years of hip hop?
Oh, we're actually starting all the way back, like from the Cold Crush Brothers, Africa Boombata,
There's like
Sugar
Beach
Hill Gang, Sugar
Beat
Hill
Street
Gang, Beat
days.
Street, break dancing, graffiti. We going out,
Oh,
Salt
is
and
anybody
Pepper.
breakdancing? Oh, please.
Yes, we have break dance, and we have all of that to show how hip hop not only influenced, the culture, but it influenced the world. From clothing to our dialect, our vernacular changed based on hip hop, the music, it influenced, different areas and the people and how we dress and things like that. So we're going to take that whole journey, and she's going to take that journey as well as she finds her flow before the sucker MCs stop her from getting to the flow drum.
I like it. I like it. So this is going down Saturday, November 18th at the Ritz Theater. Curtains up at 7 p.m. There's that, but why don't you go ahead and tell some other ways if people want to connect with you for the Performance Academy, some of the other things with the Ritz Writers,
Okay.
how they can do that.
Awesome. I'm on all social media platforms. I'm Dr. Sean Powell on all of my social media. But at the Ritz, we also have the Ritz Writers. We have the Ritz Acting Workshops and the Ritz Writers. We're the Ritz Filmmakers. So you can contact us at theritzjacksonville.com and find out all that information.
Jacksonville was once considered the Harlem of the South, so I guess we're trying to get back in that.
Yeah, we're there.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
We're there.
All right, and then Zuri, as we watch you explode on the scene, we want to see your star rise. Where can we find you on socials?
You can find me at _Zuri the Bear _ after that.
Got to make it complicated. Underscores? No, I'm just kidding. All right, so again, the Land of Flow Hip Opera, the curtains up, 7 p.m. November 18th at the Ritz Theater. You can get tickets through ViStar, Ticketmaster, or ritzjacksonville.com. So break a leg, Zuri. I look forward to seeing what you do in the future. I'm sure I'll be talking to you again, Dr. Powell. So. All right, so we will be here tomorrow. Actually, tomorrow, River City Live is going to be doing a special live episode. We're going to be on the USS Orlick in commemoration of Veterans Day, and it's going to be a really interesting show, and we hope you guys tune in, as we'd like to show some loves to the service members from past and the present. So we will be doing that tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. on River City Live. See you tomorrow.